Welcome to this investigation into the mysterious disappearances of 8 women in Ireland's Vanishing Triangle. Let's dive into the details and see what we can uncover. The Vanishing Triangle refers to a series of disappearances of women in Ireland in the mid to late 1990s. All of the missing women disappeared within an 80-mile radius of Dublin, and their last known locations on a map form a triangle, hence the name. The first victim of the Vanishing Triangle was 27-year-old American Annie McCarrick, who vanished on March 26, 1993. Annie had told her friends she was going to spend the day hiking in the Wicklow Mountains, but she was last seen on CCTV footage at a bank and on a bus. Her parents flew to Ireland to help search for her, but she was never found, and they believe she is dead. The second victim was 39-year-old Eva Brennan, who went missing on July 25, 1993. Eva had lunch with her parents before leaving, and nobody worried when she didn't call or return for a few days due to her known mental health issues. However, her father eventually reported her missing to the Gardaí, who assumed she had committed suicide. The third disappearance was that of 22-year-old Imelda Keenan on January 3, 1994. Imelda was last seen heading to the post office, but her boyfriend didn't report her missing until her brother did on January 4th. Her purse and Christmas gifts were found in their shared apartment, and the Gardaí labeled her disappearance as unsuspicious. The fourth woman associated with the Vanishing Triangle was 21-year-old Jojo Dullard, who vanished on November 9, 1995. Jojo had missed her bus to Kilkenny after spending time at a pub, so she took a bus to Naas, Kildare, and hitchhiked to Moon. She was last seen making a phone call from a phone box around 11:30 p.m. The fifth victim was 17-year-old Fiona Pender, who was 7 months pregnant when she vanished on August 22, 1996. She was last seen leaving her apartment, and her disappearance led to a high-profile search by the Gardaí and her family, but she was never found. The sixth woman associated with the Vanishing Triangle was 26-year-old Sierra Brain, who vanished on February 13, 1997. She was last seen in her bedroom by her mother before she disappeared, and her case is still unsolved. The seventh victim was 22-year-old Deirdre Jacob, who went missing on July 28, 1998. She was last seen walking home from Newbridge, and her disappearance also led to a high-profile search and investigation, but she was never found. The eighth and final victim was 40-year-old Fiona Sinnott, who went missing on February 8, 1998. She was last seen leaving a pub in Broadway, and her disappearance also led to a high-profile search and investigation, but she was never found. All of these women disappeared without a trace, and the Gardaí found no evidence at any of the scenes. Some believe the disappearances were the work of a serial killer or killers, but others suggest human trafficking or suicide as possible explanations. The victims ranged in age from 17 to 40 and all appeared young and attractive, which has led to speculation that they were targeted for their looks. However, there is no concrete evidence to support this theory. Despite multiple investigations and searches, none of the missing women have ever been found, and their families are still searching for answers. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.